Hello, friends. Welcome to the Circle Kickoff and Create Your Blueprint Retreat. My name is Crystal Arredondo, and I am the chair of the Circle Steering Committee. I'm also a Circle member and have been for the past 5 years since its launch. My company is Impact Financial Group, which is a growing wealth management firm in Dallas, Texas, that I run with other partners. So I run a company and I also volunteer. I have proudly served as the chair for NAWBO and the NAWBO Institute. And I'm also a mother to a beautiful 14-year-old. I have gone through a divorce in the past 5 years. I've also been the sole caretaker of my father, who I watched pass away a couple of years ago, and now helping to take care of my mother, who is 70 years old and doesn't drive. And the list goes on. My life is full, and so is yours. And I have been able to do this with the support of the NAWBO Circle community, with other women who also understand the complex lives that we all lead and are juggling many balls in the air every day in addition to running their companies. So this leads us to the philosophy of the NAWBO Circle. As entrepreneurs, we're wired to grow our companies, right? We believe that more is better, bigger is better, and really the one true metric that we hold on to is revenue. And we truly value that the bigger our companies are, the more opportunities, the greater the success and the greater happiness we will have. So what I want to do is dispel that and for a minute, read to you this passage from Arianna Huffington's New York Times bestseller called Thrive, where she says, "Nothing succeeds like excess, we are told. If a little of something is good, then more must be better. So working 80 hours a week must be better than working 40. And being plugged in 24/7 is assumed to be a standard requirement of every job worth having today, which means that getting by on less sleep and constant multitasking is an express elevator to the top in today's work world. Is this right? The time has come to re-examine these assumptions. When we do, it becomes clear that the price we are paying for this way of thinking and living is far too high and unsustainable. If we're going to redefine what success means, if we're going to include a third metric to success beyond money and power, it's going to be women who will lead the way. And men, freed of the notion that the only road to success includes taking the heart attack highway, will gratefully join in. This is our third women's revolution." The time has come for us to redefine success. It's come. NAWBO understands how vital embracing a holistic approach and a sustainable version of success is to the long-term health of our women business owner community. This is why we've redesigned the circle in order to challenge successful women like you to invest in your most valuable resource, yourselves. So what is the circle? The circle is a program for premier members of NAWBO with $1 million plus businesses. And this year, we're really proud to have added a legacy membership for those of you that have sold or retired from your $1 million plus business. Out of all women-led companies, the recent stats show that only 4.2% actually generate over $1 million in revenue. So congratulations to all of you for being part of this elite group. It's NAWBO's mission to help serve, support, advocate, and grow this group in the years to come. The 2021-22 Circle program will be a holistic program, and our focus is going to be on 3 main pillars: growth, wellness, and connection. Growth will be both personal growth and business growth. Wellness will be prioritizing healthy habits to attain better physical and mental health outcomes so that we can have a life where we are not only surviving, but we're actually thriving. And connection, what can I say about connection? Connection is one of the most valuable things. Where would we be without connection? In the past 18 months, this is one of the areas that I think many of us have lost and in desperate need to bring back into our lives. Our program will be a combination of both virtual and in-person events. A more detailed list of benefits and calendar dates can be found on the NAWBO website. So for today, I'd just like to focus on the main highlights for you. A new feature of the program is, of course, today's Design Your Blueprint workshop, which will be facilitated by Debbie Peterson. Debbie's an entrepreneur, keynote speaker, and expert coach on clarity and focus. This is our gift to you. There's a reason why you're listening to this today. We hope you set an intention and the time aside to take advantage of this opportunity, because if you do, you will be giving a gift to yourself. You will be creating a new blueprint, a new definition of success that you get to define and get to show up in your own life. We've redesigned our monthly mastermind groups. They will be professionally facilitated, and we will be using a new format. You will also be given a complimentary registration to the Women's Business Conference that we're having virtually in October. NAWBO is also partnered with Elite Entrepreneurs to add the Elite Ignition Scale Your Business program. This is a proven program. It's a system basically designed to boost revenue, create a model for stable growth, and help free up your time so that you can steadily work on your business instead of in your business. This track basically takes you from a seasoned entrepreneur to a CEO. If you were to try to sign up for this program outside of NAWBO with Elite Entrepreneurs, it would cost $29.97. With our partnership, we are so grateful to bring this to you at a reduced price of $297. But if you join the circle before September 1st, then this will be included in your 2021-22 membership. In just a few moments, you will hear from several Circle Committee members about our new fireside chats and also our special interest groups. But lastly, we're super excited about creating the first Circle-only annual retreat coming in the spring of 2022. This will be at a high-end, all-inclusive resort and designed to focus on wellness and connection. We're currently looking at the Miraval in Tucson, Arizona, which is also one of Oprah's favorite places to go. There's more of this to come, so more on this to come, so just stay tuned. This concludes my portion. However, I want to leave you with this thought. I listened to a podcast recently where Oprah reflected on the hundreds of interviews that she's had over the years and said that at the end of the day, what most people want, she believes, is just to be happy. And at the root of all happiness is some version of freedom. And as I think about that, that really rings true. In creating your blueprint, maybe it is a path to financial freedom. Maybe it is personal freedom. Maybe it's time with your loved ones, time outside of the business. Some way, somehow, there is a pathway to a version of freedom for yourselves that will look and feel like success and will create more happiness. And I'm excited to join you in the workshop and see you in a few minutes. But for now, I will turn it over to Kelly Scanlon, who will be presenting to you our fireside chats.
Thank you, Crystal. Hi, I'm Kelly Scanlon. I'm a Kansas City chapter member, and I was also the C6 chair in 2010, and I'm currently the chair-elect of the NAWBO Institute. We're really excited to have you here today to hear more about this upcoming Circle Year program. And one of the new features that we're very excited about is a program called Fireside Chats, and those are going to consist of quarterly one-on-one conversations. They'll be facilitated by me, where I ask different questions in order to bring out the bios of some very highly successful women business owners. And then after we hear about their entrepreneurial journey, we'll talk with them about something that they're an expert in. And then we'll reserve some time at the end for some Q&A, so that if you've got questions or you want to take a little bit deeper dive into something that they said, you'll have an opportunity to do that then. We may actually increase the frequency, because we've reached out to several potential speakers, and 3 of them have already committed just within a matter of days, and we still have a list of others that we are trying to book and get scheduled. So it could be that we might have 6 of these this year. We're going to promise you 4, but we might end up with 6. And so just real quickly, we have Claudia Harvey booked. She's a global speaker, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. We have Julie Benezet, who is one of the first employees at Amazon back when it was still selling books. And she basically had to run the division she started, which was real estate acquisition, as an entrepreneurial company. And she's had companies of her own. And then the third one that we have booked is Mindy Corcoran, who has the Faith Always Wins Foundation. And she uses that foundation to help facilitate dialogue between people of various backgrounds, ethnicities, and just experiences, so that they can develop deeper relationships, deeper understandings. And she also has a company that goes into the workplace to help people who have experienced trauma or very major life disrupting events, because she started all of these and gave up her original business to do this work, because her own 14-year-old son and father were murdered in a mass shooting event. So we'll be hearing from all 3 of them. We also have McBride sisters that we're in contact with. They own a Black-owned winery in California, and several others. So we're very excited about it. We hope that you will join us, so that you can get a chance to hear these exciting chats that we're going to have. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Molly.
Hey everybody, this is Molly Gimmel, and I am in charge of the new NAWBO Circle Travel and Adventure Group. And I'm super excited. We're going to have so much fun this year. So want to tell you some of the things that I have ideas for. So when we get together in person for official Circle events, we'll have a fun component with it. So for example, think of the zip lining that we did right after the WBC in Spokane, or when we went hiking in Sedona after the Circle retreat in Scottsdale. So those are the kinds of things that we're going to do. Other ideas are things like kayaking, or for the folks who come to DC for advocacy days, we can go up to Harper's Ferry and go tubing on the river. We might go up to Niagara Falls and go ziplining over the falls. So got lots of ideas. Some of the ideas are travel or outings in conjunction with our official events. We might take special trips just for us, like a long weekend in the Keys to go snorkeling and deep sea fishing. I've got lots of ideas, and I want to hear yours too. We're going to have a super, super fun year this year, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope you join me. Now, you'll hear from Darla.
Thank you, Molly. Hello, I'm Darla Beggs. I am past National Chair of the NAWBO National Board, the NAWBO Institute for Entrepreneurial Learning, and a member of this NAWBO Circle since its formation in 2016. So, ladies, let's just talk here. We all know running a business is a very serious responsibility, and one we take to heart. And we also know along the way we need to learn and grow ourselves both professionally and personally. And, if we can have a little fun along the way, well, that's a better bonus. And that's why I'm here to talk to you today. I'm so excited to let you know that NAWBO Circle has formed a special interest group, La Bella Vita, Let's Live Our Best Life, a group formed around people who are interested in learning new creative ways to do things, maybe have a special interest, something that you would like to pursue and you think others would enjoy as well. So let me take a step back and tell you how this started. When, in-person events were canceled, I, like you, initially had that momentary rush of, oh, I get to stay home. I get to be with my family, which was pretty quickly followed by the realization that it was going to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and with no ending date in sight. Suddenly, we found ourselves managing homeschooling, buying groceries online, doing all the cooking, cleaning the house, and all the while we're trying to run a business. Like you, I was feeling overwhelmed at the time. So I knew for mental sanity for myself and for my family and for my pod, we needed to find fun and creative ways to entertain ourselves while we were still learning something new or bettering our skills at something. Along the way, we've created beautiful charcuterie boards. We've taken wine, champagne, and food tasting classes. We've learned how to make floral arrangements. We've taken cooking classes. And most recently, I was introduced to the fine art of tablescaping. Now, I ask you, who knew tablescaping was even a thing, right? And so our special interests just were expanded so great, and we came to appreciate and understand that there was so much out there to learn and have fun while we were doing it. And we came to appreciate learning things virtually because it was really a lot of fun, and we were with people from all over the country doing so. Well, in one case, all over the world with one of the wine tasting classes. So this table that we are creating is vast and it is open to all. And I know there are many of you out there that will feel as I do that this is a great way to expand our skills, learn something creative, and it's not really technically work related, but you could still maybe use a little bit of it in your other profession, right? So, ladies, whatever the circumstances are, let's learn to live our best life. Live out de vita. So, with all NAWBO special programming, as you know, there will be additional communications soon to follow. The NAWBO Institute and the NAWBO Circle will be sending out information via email, so be sure and watch your inbox for that information. And I invite you to join us for our first virtual gathering on Tuesday, September the 21st at 5 p.m. Central Time, where we will gather to discuss our interest, what we want to learn, and what a meeting time would be that's best for both of us every couple of months. If you are a subject matter expert in some creative and fashionable way, or you know of a subject matter expert, we would love to engage with them so we may all learn more together. Our first in-person event will occur during our January 31st, 2022 Leadership Academy in Tempe, Arizona. So with that, I say goodbye, and I am so excited to bring to you next Penny Benkesser, who will talk to you about the NAWBO Circle Book Club. Bye, ladies.
Thank you, Darla. I'm Penny Benkesser, and I have been in the Circle since 2017. I also help organize and facilitate the NAWBO Circle Book Club. And I love many things about this book club, but first and foremost, I think it's developing a deeper relationship with the ladies that are in the club. It's a smaller, more intimate setting, and so a little bit easier to get to know everyone. If you're new to the Circle, this is a great place to dive in. I also love that we read books that I don't even know about, or certainly books that I wouldn't choose if left to my own devices. And then lastly, I think it's listening in our riveting discussions. And yeah, we actually do talk about the books, listening to the different perspectives. You know, you read the book and you have your own views and the own things that you pay attention to and pick up on. But others almost always find other angles or other areas that you may have missed when you read it through. The books are chosen by the group, and so you have a say in what we read. We read mostly nonfiction, but we read a pretty wide range of topics. So as an example, this year so far, we've read Gavin DeBecker's The Gift of Fear, Crucial Conversations by Carrie Patterson, and Adam Grant's Think Again. And my personal favorite, Sharon Stone's memoir, The Beauty of Living Twice. That book exceeded all of my expectations. It was really good. You think you kind of know someone when you watch them on the screen and you read about them, but the book was really interesting, and she lived quite the crazy life. We meet on Zoom video 6 times a year or every other month, and the meetings last about an hour. Our next meeting is September the 29th, and the book is Joy. And if you're watching this, you should have received or will soon receive a copy of the book in the mail as part of the Circle Kickoff. So if you're interested in joining us next month, please let Linda Bishop know so we can get you on the email distribution list. And speaking of Linda, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Bishop right now. Linda is the Vice President of National Programs for NAWBO, as well as the Circle Program Director.
Thanks, Penny. And thank you, Crystal and Kelly and Molly and Darla and everybody who is here today to look at the Circle and be introduced to the brand new program that we are launching now. I'm super excited that you're all here. Thank you for spending your time. I am Linda Bishop, the Vice President of National Programs for the National Association of Women Business Owners, and your program director of the Circle since it started way back in 2016. We are super excited to be able to launch this new program. We have reworked the entire program. Last year was a tough year for a lot of us and for a whole lot of business owners. And we used this time to not only support the women that we could during a hard time, but to really take a look at the program and what it was offering and what it needed to offer going forward. Everything is different now, and so are we. I hope that you will really consider coming along in the Circle for this new program year. The return on investment has never been higher. The programming has never been more specific and more impactful. So with that, I want you to know that at the end of the programming today, there will be an email that will be sent out that will have all of the links to everything that you will need to be able to continue on with the Circle and join by September 1st in order to get the highest return on investment, because then you will be getting the Elite Ignition program, the 4-month program to really grow your business forward. And you will also get the Women's Business Conference in-person VIP ticket for 2022. So do that by September 1st to be able to get those two things. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you our workshop speaker, Debbie Peterson. Debbie has been working with high-powered women for many years on gaining clarity and action plans to really move them forward, not just in their professional life, but in their personal life and in every aspect of their life. Her program is going to help you build a blueprint for yourself of where you would really like to be and be able to create a plan to actually get you there. Debbie's fantastic. You're going to see her a lot more in the Circle over the next year. She will be involved in our mastermind groups alongside with me and in providing really quality programming like what you're going to get to do today. So thank you very much. And Debbie, take it away.